You know that feeling when you're falling? You're falling, and just before your body gets mushed into a million tiny pieces, your leg impulsively twitches and jerks your whole being back into reality. You open your eyes and you lie still for a second as you attempt to collect your thoughts and control your heartbeat, which is currently sprinting its way to the finish line, on track to break an Olympic record. It's weird, that feeling. It's weird how that feeling can become a regular pattern. It's weird how sometimes that feeling finds you only you're not falling and you're not even dreaming, not really. You're just making your breakfast, perfecting your Marmite to butter ratio. Or you're lying in bed with someone you've laid in bed with a million times before and you're still not sick of it, but then bam, you're falling. Although you're not, but it feels like you are, either that or everything else is falling around you and you're left resting on a tiny, isolated fragment of the world. You're left resting on something as unbalanced and precarious as that door that Rose used in Titanic, and you start to panic. But you're not quite sure why you're panicking, but your heart is heading for gold once again, and you know that's cause for concern. So you try to think through the reasons for your brain so aggressively push the panic button that sends your body into shock, and the clock starts ticking as it feels like time is running out, as you fall deeper and deeper into this space full of worry and concern, who you definitely don't remember inviting over. But lately, they have become regular visitors. They often don't knock before arriving and barge in shouting and screaming, and they are so fucking loud. They're like those people who show up to an afters around 6 a.m. and no one seems to know who they are, but they take control of the music and they play utter shit, and you start to think they'll never leave as they set up residency in the living room. It's like that. And so once these visitors arrive, it's hard to hear your other thoughts. They love to speak over them and don't know how to have a fair debate because they always think you're right. Countless times you've tried to hold that door tightly shut, but the stronger you try to keep them out, the harder it seems to become. And it makes you feel so dumb because these thoughts don't even exist, not really. But they still manage to warp how you see reality and make sure that you can't see things clearly. And so once the visitors arrive, you decide it's best to stay in your mind, to keep an eye in case they start stealing shit from inside your mind. Sorry, bear with me a second. They're spreading, there's these thoughts that are spreading like a disease. You're struggling to remember the last time it was that you felt at ease. As you try to remember the person you once were, the person you know that always felt so alive, and you try to call out for her over the loud voices, and you beg her to return to fight back, but you don't get a response. So each day you try to fight over the noise, and then one day you hear a little voice, small but just about audible, and she says, "I'm coming. It's going to be okay. Stick it out, and I'll promise we'll be fine." Thank you.